Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Come on now, let's go!
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch!
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bills' 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Lock in. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. All right, T, let's go. Hey, orbit. 49 to Mike. Go. 49. Got it. 49.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Complete. Smith has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in with in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you guys didn't come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's going to be a long day.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Vincent Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. His first carry. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Hines. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Set, ready. Get the flag. All you get is a head.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run with Hines. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Here's Hines. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Delta. All day, every day, any day. 49, guys. Mike. 49.
Trubisky will throw. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Rush in. Check forward. Switch.
On first down, here's Breida. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 35 on second down, Trubisky Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ed Oliver has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they're facing a very tough 3rd and 11. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. They run with Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Good room.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky going deep for Hopkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, let's go.
This is Hines. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Right back to him on 1st down. That one, 28 yards on the ground.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys, and figure out a way to slow down this attack.
Tackles, tackles. 25, check,
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right?
And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Letting one go deep for the... That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Bills 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
Dashing through the snow, past the 20, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Nyheim Hines, touchdown number 15 of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
No problem there on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Matt Breida, 77 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hines, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Hey, come on, come on,
On 1st down, Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They don't go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, they might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a give, right side. It's Hines. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch the twitch. Motion.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Hines on a toss play. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
49 the month. Hey, Echo. Let's get some penetration.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Hey, Foxtrot. Here we go, G. Check Mike, 99. Check.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. With a catch made by Hopkins. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 32-yard line.
Check 31, check 31. Hey, 18.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now it's Breida. And an alley to run. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
18.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run with Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. It's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. And here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
They run again with Breida. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
180. 49. Hey, alert. He's not going to get me. 49 the mic. Watch 49. Hey, high 7.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Let's go,
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This is Breida. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run again with Hines. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check.
Now a give, right side. It's Hines. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Jackson. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
First down, Houston.
Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Slam.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. Matt Breida. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Let's get out the field, defense.
On 3rd down, Hines. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. Now a give running left is Breida. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one on that play.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
Hey, exit. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, team.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Texans 45, Bills 20. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like...
It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Nyheim Hines, 75 yards. And the Bills cut into that lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Texans 45, Bills 27.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3.
That's it, first down. We got work.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check Mike, man up. Hey, let's get that home. Go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put